What happens when a princess has a dream that can't be contained within castle walls? When her heart doesn't yearn for a prince, but for justice? In a kingdom where tradition is law, one princess is about to risk everything, not for a crown, but for a cause. She believes the law can be a force for good, but she'll soon discover that some battles aren't fought in courtrooms alone, especially when dark magic is at play. This is the story of how the gift of the Magi was not a jewel or a title, but a unique and unyielding spirit. In a faraway kingdom, Princess Dorothy lived a life others could only dream of. Yet, the gilded cage of the palace felt more like a prison than a home. She was a royal by birth, but a warrior for justice by calling. Unlike her peers, who practiced curtsies and planned balls, Dorothy had spent years devoted to the intricate and demanding study of law. She saw it as the ultimate tool to serve her people, a way to make a tangible difference beyond the hollow ceremonies of royalty. Now, with her education complete, her spirit longed to step into the bustling city and practice her craft. Dorothy, Father, I have finished my final treatise on property law. I am ready. I wish to go into the city and begin my work as a lawyer, to offer my skills to those who have no one else to turn to help the people who need it most. The king, Dorothy, my brilliant daughter, I have indulged your unique hobby. I allowed you to fill your head with these books and theories. But this is where it ends. The idea of you, a princess of the realm, stepping into a common courtroom to argue with merchants and farmers? It is unthinkable. Your place is here in the palace. Dorothy, my place is where I can make a real impact. I can serve our kingdom in a way that goes beyond waving from a carriage. The law is my way of protecting our people, just as you do from the throne. This isn't a hobby. It is my life's purpose. The king, enough. You speak of purpose, but you forget duty. Your duty is to this family, to our name. We do not air our disputes or our business in public. You are chasing an unattainable dream, a fantasy that will only bring ridicule upon us. A member of the royal family does not belong in the courts. That is final. The king's words were like daggers, but Dorothy's determination was a shield he could not pierce. She knew her journey would be difficult, that she would have to forge her own path. Little did she know, a challenge was fast approaching that would test not only her legal mind but the very foundations of their kingdom. An ordeal that would make her fight with her father seem like a distant memory. Royal Guard, Your Majesty, this man, Mr. Malachi, insisted on an audience. He claims to be a tourist with an urgent matter. Malik, a tourist? That's a charming way to put it. It's unfortunate to be mistaken for a stranger in one's own home. But then, how could you possibly know the truth? The king, get to your point, sir. What is this urgent matter? Malachi, I regret to be the bearer of what will surely be unsettling news, Your Majesty. I have come with information that changes everything. You see, this land you call home, this entire kingdom, it belongs to me. The king, what nonsense is this? Have you lost your mind? This land has been in my family's line for 1,000 years. Malachi, I have proof. Undeniable proof. My family owned this territory for generations, long before your ancestors built their first fortress here. My father, may he rest in peace, was a meticulous record keeper. I discovered these documents in his estate office after his recent passing. Believe me, I was as shocked as you are. But the truth, as they say, is written in ink. I am simply here to claim what is rightfully mine. Dorothy, Father, the seals, the calligraphy. These papers appear valid. Malachi, wow, that was fast. The princess lawyer speaks. Of course, they are valid. You could, I suppose, challenge my claim in the royal courts. But let's be honest, who has the time or the energy for such a messy affair? Royals of your stature would simply move on, find a new valley, and build another kingdom elsewhere. It's so much cleaner. Malachi, I understand this is a shock. So I will be generous. I will give you and your people 36 hours to vacate the premises. I am confident you will choose to resolve this peacefully. Dorothy, I need to keep a close eye on that one. The king, shaken and influenced by the seemingly irrefutable evidence, was already considering the path of least resistance. To him, this was a patch of land, and a public legal battle would be a stain on their legacy. The king, this is a disaster. But perhaps the man is right. We can rebuild. A fight would be long, costly, and humiliating. Dorothy, this is our home. The home of thousands of our people. We cannot just abandon it. There is something deeply suspicious about this Mr. Magii. His timing is too convenient, his confidence too absolute. He wants us to give up without a fight. We shouldn't give him the satisfaction. The king, Dorothy, his claim is solid. The documents are clear, and the Royal Council is advising against a legal challenge. They fear the public fallout. We can handle this quietly, without dragging the crown through the mud. But Dorothy's instincts, honed by her legal training, screamed that this was a deception. This was her moment. It was the chance she had been waiting for, the opportunity to use her knowledge not for a hypothetical case, but to defend her family, her people, and her home. It was a fight for royal justice. It took days of relentless pleading, of presenting logical arguments and outlining potential legal strategies. Finally, seeing the fire in her eyes and perhaps a flicker of his own stubbornness, the king relented. He agreed to let Dorothy join the Royal Council and lead the defense. The stage was set for a showdown that would pit a princess against a predator. Court crier, all rise. Malachi's lawyer, Your Honor, we present these documents as definitive proof of my client's ancestral claim to the royal land. A copy has been provided to the Royal Council for their review. Dorothy, wait, this document, it's different. The wording in the third paragraph is not what I remember from the one he showed us in the palace. Malachi's lawyer, the documents are clear, Your Honor. Why continue this farce? We implore the court to see reason and compel the royal family to relinquish the land. Dorothy, the documents are forged, Your Honor. Dorothy, I request this case be taken to a full trial to prove it. The judge, that is a very serious accusation, Princess Dorothy. Just because you are a member of the royal family does not mean you can make a mockery of this court's valuable time. Dorothy, I speak not as a princess, Your Honor. I speak as a lawyer representing the crown, and I will prove my claim. The judge, very well. But this had better lead to something substantial. The trial will commence tomorrow. Puck, SHHH. No need for waterworks. Puck, I'm Puck, the pixie. Think of me as your family's very, very old and very, very small guardian. I've been watching over your lineage for generations. I'm here to help. Dorothy, for generations? Why has no one ever told me about you? Puck, we guardians have rules. We don't exactly hand out business cards, you know. We reveal ourselves when the need is greatest. Wait a minute. Were you crying? Dorothy, my father is barely speaking to me. I feel like I embarrassed him today, making such a bold claim without concrete proof. Puck, are you out of your jiggles? Embarrassed him? You were fantastic. Aerial courtroom champion. But you're going to need a little extra something to win this one. A little Puck magic to the rescue. We are going to show that vicious wizard what for. Dorothy. Wait, wizard? Who's a wizard? Puck. Oh, you really know nothing. Didn't you find it odd how quickly the king, the judge, and the whole council were ready to just pack up and leave? To just hand over their entire magical kingdom? Dorothy, magical kingdom? What are you talking about? Puck, it's Magii. He's using compliance magic. He's the new wizard in town and a nasty one at that. He's not after the land for its soil and trees. He's after the ancient magic that sleeps beneath it. But here's the kicker. You are immune to his spells. Dorothy, immune? Why? And what magic? Puck. Oh, there's so much to tell it makes my wings ache. Okay, first things first. You were absolutely right. The documents are forgeries, which means the key witness he plans to call, a man named Mr. Willis, is lying through his teeth. You need to break him down on the stand. While you do that, I'll go on a little hunt for the original documents. They've got to be somewhere in this big, drafty castle. Dorothy, a wizard. Magic. I knew something was wrong. This is overwhelming. But I also knew I was right about him. All right, Puck. Let's teach Mr. Malachi a lesson in true justice. Puck, yes. That's the spirit. See you tomorrow, champ. Now go lawyer him. Go lawyer him. Dorothy. Mr. Willis. Please confirm for the court. You testified that you witnessed Mr. Malachi discovering these documents in his late father's office on the morning of Thursday at approximately 9 a.m. Is that correct? Mr. Willis, yes. Yes, that's right. Dorothy. But isn't it also true, Mr. Willis, that your prize-winning poodle, Sir Fluffington, had an unfortunate encounter with some thorny bushes that very morning? And that you had to rush him to the veterinary clinic? The clinic's own register shows an entry for you and Sir Fluffington at exactly 9:30 a.m. I have a copy right here. Did you perhaps lie to your wife about your whereabouts, Mr. Willis? I can certainly call her to the stand if it would help clear things up. Mr. Willis, no, don't. Don't get her involved in this. Of course, I took my dog to the doctor. Dorothy, of course, you did. But the vet's clinic is across town. It's a 3-hour carriage ride from Mr. Malachi's estate office. That would mean a 6-hour round trip. So I ask you again, Mr. Willis, how could you be in 2 places at once? Mr. Willis, I feel unwell. May I go home? Dorothy, Your Honor, I request a short recess. Malachi, we are trying our best, you said. She's good, too good. Why isn't my magic working on her? Why is she immune to my influence? The judge, Miss Dorothy, do you have any other evidence you would like to produce? This witness is clearly unreliable, but that alone does not prove your case. Malachi's lawyer, exactly, Your Honor. The witnesses lie, while regrettable, doesn't mean my client is dishonest. The documents are clear, and Miss Dorothy has still failed to prove they are forgeries. Dorothy, Your Honor, I would like to bring into record the original papers of the royal land. Malachi, lies. Mine are the original documents. Those are fakes. Dorothy, Your Honor, please examine the royal seal on these documents. Now, please examine the seal on the documents Mr. Malachi has provided. He claims his papers are centuries old, yet he overlooked one crucial, unforgeable detail. To prevent this very kind of fraud, the royal seal is changed every single year. The design is a closely guarded secret of the treasury. Dorothy, the seal on his documents, is the seal from the current year, a design that never existed in the past. I would like to present the official treasury records to verify the authenticity of the royal seals on my documents for every year of our kingdom's history. The truth is now before this honorable court. Malachi, well, the documents, they never lie. The judge, no, Mr. Malachi, they do not. And these have told us all we need to know. Court is adjourned. Guards, seize this man. The king, well, has the sun ever looked this beautiful? I suppose not. Princess Dorothy. Or perhaps I should say, Counselor Dorothy. The king, you know, I spent my entire life believing I knew what was best for you, just as I believed I knew best how to protect our land. But today you have shown me that the law is more than just rules in a book. It's about fundamental rights. Just as I have the right to protect our kingdom, you have the right to choose your own path to serve it. I see that now. No one, not even a king, can take that right from you. Dorothy, thank you, Father. I only ever wanted to make a difference. The king, and you have. More than I ever could have imagined. Puck, I love happy endings. They make my wings tingle. Dorothy, Puck, I am so happy to see you. But I still don't completely understand. How did Malachi's magic suddenly stop working on the judge? Puck. Oh, that's the easy part. You see, Malachi's brand of magic preys on doubt and uncertainty. It only affects those who lack conviction. Once you presented the undeniable truth of the seals, the judge's belief in the authenticity of your documents became absolute. His conviction became a shield that the magic couldn't penetrate. Plus, remember what I said. There is ancient, powerful magic that lies beneath the very land you walk on. It is tied to your family line and to the concept of justice itself. Dorothy. This magic. Where is it? Puck. Oh, all in good time, princess. All in good time. Now go on, Miss Regal Eagle Legal. Your people are waiting. Puck was right. Dorothy's conviction had saved her kingdom. She had proven that her passion was not a childish fantasy, but a powerful gift. She went on to open her own practice with the full blessing of her father, the king. She moved seamlessly from the glittering palace to the halls of justice, becoming a champion for those in need. A true princess lawyer making a real difference. And as for Mr. Malachi, well, let's just say he had a very persistent, very mischievous pixie shaking his conviction for the rest of his days. If you enjoyed the story of Princess Dorothy and her fight for justice, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Gift of the Magi for more enchanting tales. Let us know in the comments what you think Dorothy's next case should be. Thanks for watching.